men to the July shooting led police to Alexandra HOSTEL, where police nabbed the men. They're suspects in a double murder incident that took place at the Mall of Africa. The murders are believed to be related to a taxi war over routes to and from the mall. The Mall of Africa opened its doors in April this year in Midrand in Gauteng. It's billed as Africa's biggest mall. 2 men were shot dead at the Mall of Africa on the 3rd of July. The murders were believed to have been linked to disputes in the local taxi industry. The mall opened on the 28th of April. At the time, police spokesperson Lieutenant Colonel Lungelo Dlamini said the 2 victims were standing on the pavement at the taxi rank. 2 men in a white VW Polo approached them and opened fire. The men died at the scene. Wayne Minnaar said the firearm was sent for ballistic testing to determine if it could be linked to the murders. Well, joining me now on the phone line, JMPD spokesperson Wayne Minnaar. Good morning to you, Wayne. Appreciate your time. Before we get into the actual merits of this case, has the taxi war, the routes been sorted out?
Yes, it looks like that problem has now been resolved. Everyone is happy, so the routes are sorted, and the taxis are operating in a manner that there is no problem.
Wayne, what are some of the complexities that these different taxi associations have with regards to routes around Gauteng? How does it actually work?
It's a big problem because, you see, if one association goes into a route of another association, then actually that's where the problem comes, because then there's less passengers to load for the taxis belonging to the other association. Therefore, if one association or the taxis from one association goes onto the route of another association, it's actually taking away business. So that's a very big problem, but it can be resolved if it's probably negotiated and it's decided which association or the taxis from which association will stick to which particular route.
I guess, Wayne, the concern is that many of these taxis take it to the next level. When routes are disputed, many of them often have weapons and whatever inside their taxis. Do the JMPD look closely for things like this?
Yes. Look, whenever an officer stops a vehicle, no matter which vehicle, and they have suspicion that there could be a weapon or any other item in the car which is dangerous or could be used for injuring or killing someone else, officers will search the vehicle. So officers received information about the whereabouts of these murderers or alleged murderers, and then they went to the hostel on Tuesday night, but the suspects were able to get away. And then they did a follow-up yesterday morning, and that's when the arrest was made.
It was all based on the firearm in this incident, is that right?
Oh, yes. There was a firearm in their possession, a Taurus pistol, a licensed firearm, which has now been sent for ballistics test to see if it can be linked to the murders.
Wayne, thanks very much for that update. Always good chatting to you. Wayne Minnaar, the JMPD spokesperson, just on the news there that those Mall of Africa killings, 2 people have been arrested. It was shortly after the Mall of Africa opened earlier this year, and 2 suspects have now been arrested in that case.